Hey there, my friends around the world who are crypto freaks just like Ron and I. We love to do this, don't we, Ron?
That's right. You're right on the money, Rod.
Right on. We love to do this. I tell you what, even though it's like 2400 midnight, yeah, it don't matter. We keep up all night long just to give you the news and how we're feeling and what's happening.
Did you stop off at the bar before you got here tonight? Have a
I
few.
did, man. It was so good. I wish I could show you my bottle. I bought a big old quart. I'm down to this much, man. It feels good. I ain't hurting now, man. My knees used to hurt. They don't hurt anymore.
Let's get on with the show, folks. Tell you, I'm gonna. I'm taking applications, folks, for a sidekick. Hey,
Yes, sir.
when I went to bed last night,
You go to bed?
occasionally I do.
I know you're up all night.
Yeah. But I looked at the markets and I thought, we're coming into the morning hours of some of these Asian countries, and I thought this stuff's going to drop even more. So Rod and I, we made a purchase last night of some more Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Now I wish we'd have waited because that thing went down to like
Yeah.
7,800 or something. Anyway, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, Rod, and I come out and said, I better check the markets real quick. And my heck, I think Litecoin was 110 or something like that. And I thought, we better get in on this.
Yeah. That's right.
So,
Anytime there's a big sale like this, we need to get on it.
and we did. We got Litecoin in the morning, and last night we got some more Bitcoin. And
Yeah, after we get off the show, I want you to call me and let's look at buying some more. I got some ideas I want to go run past you. I know you never like my ideas, but I still like to
no,
run
I
past
love
you.
your ideas, especially if you back them up with money. Yeah, we'll
Oh,
spend
yeah,
your money anytime.
yeah, you betcha. I know you would.
Yeah, Rod, you only got this many for that, but
I
so
know.
I understand where some of the scariness comes in because these things are dropping lower than we've seen in the last 24 days. Um, but
It's terrible.
well,
It
yes,
is scary. Scary in one way, but then in another way, you got to buy.
you're right, because we're converted to the long term of this. We're converted to the big picture. We kind of, even though we don't understand totally where it's going, we see that the industry is going to be accepted sooner or later by a ton of people. And folks, this market, this industry, this crypto world is at its infancy as far as getting the technology implemented into businesses and people's hands. Yeah, we got a few wallets and we have some exchanges and we can do some atomic swaps we're playing with, but folks, the technology that's coming out on this stuff, I think is going to blow all of us away.
I wish I would have kept track of the technology that has evolved in this since we've been in a year ago. It's been astronomical.
Yeah.
Hey, because the atomic swap, all the forks that happened. I mean, and the heck, I can't remember. Anyway, it's just been phenomenal.
But they're still just setting it up, Rod. It's not the end result yet. This is still in its infancy.
Oh! I know it's one of those things that's evolving, but it's evolving so fast, just like the. Well, it reminds me a lot of the .com thing,
Yep.
where it
Dot-com
just
bubble.
a lot of people got into that. I know some of them didn't make it, but a lot of them did, and they're still here. And look at some of these cryptos are going to still be here. Some may go away, but hey, there's going to be a lot of them still here.
Some of these projects and platforms are very valid and usable with everyday life. So, folks, yeah, we see the drop, and it makes me wonder too. It's like, well, how did we lose that much volume You know, we're down to the market cap of $388 billion. And what the high's been what, Rod? 700 or 800?
About
Close
seven,
to it?
no, well,
I mean,
billion.
when you have this many new people still coming in, and Rod, you touched on a couple points that I think we'd like to discuss here as the show goes on, but I don't know totally what's going on. If there's funny business, if it's being manipulated like everything else does when the bankers and governments get involved. But I just think you need to hang on, folks. This thing is going to turn around. If they're manipulating it to drop the prices, then you got to ask yourself, now, if this is the case. And Rod and I, we have studied governments and cash and all that for a long time. We're big into food preparedness and some of the things that you need to... Anyway, that's not the topic. The point is, if they're dropping the price, if they're helping this go down, why is it? Is it because they want to buy in? They want to buy in, and then what are they going to do? Ride it back up? I mean, we don't know if there is that manipulation, but it's something to think about. But sooner or later, this thing is going. This industry is not going to stop. Anyway, let's move on.
There's too many independent small guys like me and you, Ron, that are in this thing. And I know there's a lot of other people that aren't wealthy that are buying into this stuff. And it's more and more every day. I've been talking to those young kids at the place that I work, and they're starting to buy into it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Anyway. And the article that we're coming up to, folks, kind of addresses that people are almost getting in for a couple different reasons. One is the fear of missing out. They see everybody talking about it, and everybody's making money, so they don't even try to learn anything about the industry and what it really stands for and what it's trying to accomplish as a decentralized system, but they just jump into it. And then as soon as you see the declining or correction or whatever you want to call it, they bail because they don't understand the long-term effect and the big picture of what's really going on here.
That's right.
So,
exactly.
We looked at the market. It is down, but folks, a couple quick things. And here's an article today. The Dow plunges 660 points. This is the biggest drop since 2011.
Yeah.
Amid fears that the Federal Reserve may be forced to act more aggressively to cool down the economy. Well, the Dow Jones has the biggest drop in 6 years. Well, nobody's whining about that big old bubble, you know, and well, think about that. But yet crypto, they want to try to destroy that verbally every step of the way. And like I said the other day, Rod, I read so many titles of articles every day, and you'd be surprised how many of all the negative stuff comes from the bankers and the finance gurus and all that stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
But
you know, a thought I had, maybe there's down 660 points because everybody that was in 660 points that was down the Dow went and bought some crypto. See, because it says the Federal Reserve may be forced to act more aggressively to cool down the economy.
So what does that tell you?
The economy's getting pretty screwed up.
Well, they can manipulate it. They can manipulate the stock market to keep the economy on course or off course. Yep. They can manipulate the gold and silver markets, the bond markets. They have their fingers in everything.
They have the power.
They got the power. But to think they're not going to get involved with this crypto when we're talking billions of dollars, guess what? They're getting involved. One way or another, they're going to make their money. So
yes, they are.
Here you got the Dow plunges, and they give it, you know, the thing. But then look at the next two articles that were right next to this one. Right next to this. Cool. Bitcoin, biggest bubble in history. Bitcoin whipsaws investors as mother of all bubbles show signs of bursting. I mean, all this negative stuff, and anyway, it's no worse than the stock market. And you don't see everybody bailing out of the stock market. They're going to ride that till it goes back up. Just hold tight, folks.
Amen to that.
So here's Here comes the article that we want to talk about. This Rod addressed a couple items there. This comes out of this Express, home of the Daily and Sunday Express. I didn't even look where they're out of, Rod, or anything. But anyway, Bitcoin price boost. This CEO claims that cryptocurrency game hasn't even started yet.
Nope.
And Rod and I made the comment the other night on one of our shows that we're not even to the launching pad. This stuff is, like we just got talking about, it's in its infancy. And this guy talks about how a lot of people have come into it because they didn't want to miss the action. The decline happens and they all bail out. They get scared to death. And at these low prices, somebody's picking this stuff up. Folks, if you don't think they are, look at the markets. Look at the volume. This is volumes by exchanges. And the number one exchange, it's kind of Upbit, is kind of a new exchange out of South Korea, I believe, Rod.
Yes, it is.
And I don't know how new. I've recently read some articles, but I haven't investigated them or anything. But they're the number one in volume rankings. So people are obviously using them, which creates them as the number one exchange in volume in the last 24 hours. And look at their number one coin, ADA, Cardano.
That's right.
It's not
Cardano.
Bitcoin. It's not Ethereum.
No.
South Korea is dumping in, or somebody is, into ADA, and then Ethereum's next. So anyway, then you got Binance. Binance is out of Japan, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
OKEX, China, Rod?
Yeah, Hong Kong.
Hong Kong?
Mm-hmm.
Bitfinex? God, I should know where that is, but I don't. Isn't that Europe somewhere? The UK?
I want to say yes. I want to say yes, but I'm not real sure.
BitHump, China again, I believe. And look at that. Ripple's their number one coin. EOS number two. Then we start getting into the U.S. GDAX, of course, that's a sister exchange to Coinbase. Kraken, Hobie, we did a video on that. They're out of South Korea and Japan. They were out of China, and they moved into other markets since China has slowed down. But anyway, the point is that the biggest volumes. What was our point, Rod?
They're moving. We're trying to.
Oh yeah. You think it's slowing down? It's not. Look at the volumes that's going through these exchanges. So it's not like there's traction here. There's people getting rid of, and there's people buying at these prices and stuff.
Actually buying and selling.
Yeah.
That's both. It's both ways. That's awesome.
Yeah. So this guy, this CEO, and he's this of this On-Chain Capital is the company he's with, and he kind of gives his opinion of why it's slowing down and stuff. But in the point that he's making is that, hey, if you think it's over, it's not. They haven't even got, what was his phrase, Rod? The game hasn't even started yet. And that's the way we feel, that this cryptocurrency is about to launch. It might not be in February, but I still think this pressure cooker is building up steam. And I think we're going to see a takeoff that we might not ever see these type of prices again that are floating around this market cap right now. It's very tempting. I wish we had more money to put into it, Rod, because we're that sold, folks, that
it's had about 10 grand, man, just to drop in it right now. Oh God!
You'd get it back. You'd get it back probably by summer. So,
25 to 100%. I'm telling you.
So, folks, if you have little concerns, just put them to bed. Just if you're watching the markets all the time, just take a break from it. You got your coins; they're going to go back up. Just sit tight.
Yeah.
Just go about your daily lives, and anyway, well, it's kind of all we wanted to share. There's another one I'd like to share that I found. It's this one called
Santander is rolling out Ripple payments in the first quarter. They're actually
send
doing
that to me?
Yeah, I think.
Here, I'll put it up here. You did.
There it is. Okay. And that just goes to show you how Ripple's even coming in and expanding like crazy in the banking industry. That's got to tell you something, how good this crypto is going to be. Not only just this one coin, but all of them. They all have something to offer. One warning of caution, though. You have to look at the CEOs, look at the platform, look what they're doing. See if it's applicable in our world, in our daily lives, and then invest in it. You know, it can be good, and then it can be bad.
Yeah. Well, and Rod and I, we look at ICOs, and we try to present ones that we feel have some kind of benefit.
Merit
to
it.
So we present them, and we're looking at some right now. It might not be the right time to buy into them right now.
Yeah.
But
we present them to everybody just for information, so you'll understand how important it is to keep. We have to keep growing, don't we, Ron? I think growing is very important.
But let me go back to this ICO. Okay, here's the benefit of maybe buying ICOs while the market is down like this. A lot of these ICOs take Ethereum still. They want to do an ERC20 token based on the Ethereum blockchain, and you got your My Ether wallet. You can put the tokens in. But if Ethereum's down to $700 or $800, and you're allotted 10,000 tokens when you buy into the ICO, well, that's a much better price than being Ethereum at 1,300, buying the same amount of tokens.
No kidding.
Yeah, so you're getting them for half price almost, or 60%.
And then when that ICO gets on the exchange and it goes up to, it'll jump up to like 10 Ethereum. I mean, it'd be worth 10 Ethereum instead of just one Ethereum. I don't know. It's amazing. It's awesome how that works.
Yeah, we've had some good payoffs on ICOs. We've come in with a couple of Ethereum, sat on those tokens, and they've gone up, and we get our investment back and let the ride. It's like letting the coins ride on the house. It's free
That's
coins,
right.
kind of.
It is.
Well, folks, hope we're helping you some. We're gonna have
And
a lot
don't get
to talk
discouraged.
No.
Don't get discouraged.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you watching. Thumbs up. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and also Twitter. And
Hey, hold on there, Rod.
yes, excuse me.
We've had a couple comments like, "Well, what's the Twitter link?"
Oh,
And
sorry.
if we have a Twitter account, are we posting on? What are we doing on that? We better talk after the show on that.
Okay. Well, I just usually try to tell people about it.
Hey, and you can follow us. You can follow us on what's some more things that we don't have accounts on. Hashtag us and anything you want to do, folks. We're social gurus over here.
Yeah, I'm just a social good. Only thing I know how to do is talk, boy. If you try to get me to type, forget it. But I'll talk to you.
We got a Twitter account, but don't expect anything on there. You sign up all you want.
Okay, we won't tweet no more.
No, I'm not saying that. We're trying to get it off the ground. But we're
my feet are stuck in concrete though. I'm trying to fly like a bird with my feet in concrete. So I'm really tweeting.
all right. Good night.
Good night and God bless.